Welcome back to No Budget DIY. This is oh goodness, part 9 of the Dimebag Darrell kit, the Great Southern Trendkillers Replica. So I wanted to start that off by just showing that I am working from a picture of this guitar, and so I have to take a few artistic liberties because I don't have actual measurements. But what I do have is I have a Cricut die cut machine that I could go ahead and create some star labels with, so that way I could actually, and they're vinyl, so they shouldn't bleed any paint on them, so that I could go ahead and use these to stick on the stars on the guitar. This will give me a way to cover up the white for the stars, as I will striping. So I've done the basic layout of the stars, and what you're going to see is what you're going to get. Okay, and so this is what it looks like with the star stickers on it now. And I'll stand it up and give my face a little point at it here. Okay, and so anyway, so my next steps are going to be to have to now do the line for the stripe, the white stripe on the edge. And so again, the way I'm doing this is that I'm actually masking off the white about to the width that I think the stripe should be. And again, looking at the picture, I'd say, oh, that looks like a good quarter inch or more line. So I'm actually going to go and mask off just a little bit inside of my white line here to make this just a little bit thicker than this piece of tape. And I'll go and wrap it around the edge, just like the picture shows. And so now, what I will have now, once I paint the blue, is everything on this side of the line, everything on that side of the tape will be stay white, while all this part in here will be blue. And when I peel off the stickers, God willing it actually works, when I peel off these stickers, they'll still be white underneath, and the rest of this will be blue. The blue I bought from Stu Mac is color tone as well, but what it is Lake Placid blue, but it's a metallic. But again, Lake Placid blue to me is like the blue of a lake and the blue of our flag, and that in this case the Confederate flag. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this masked here and show you how I'm actually doing it. So like I said, I'm going to be covering up the stripe to the point to where I want it, and then I'll run it back along the rest of the stripe here, leaving just a little sliver of white on the inside, and then bring it down and wrap it around and pull that away, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side here. And I'll do the other side when I have to go to the other side of the camera. So let me just finish doing this side. So I'm going to do, I should do this in one shot as well, just like I did the other, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little mask here inside the line a little bit. Looks good. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push down everything here. Make sure I got any debris off of here. And hopefully we don't have any bleed through on these stars or on these stripes. Because the next thing we have to do is we have to get our masking paper and mask it up. So I will bring you back after I put the paper now on here and show you where we're at, and then we'll get some blue on this thing. And then we'll have our red, white, and blue guitar. So for the moment again, this is how it's looking. Even not painted stars, this looks really cool. Alrighty, so let me just put this back, and I'll come back to you as soon as I get the paper on here. Okay, I've got everything masked up now, and I'm actually going to take it out now and start laying some coats of blue on this. And from there, I'll, and again, it's kind of see-through a little bit, so I'm glad I'm going over a solid white. Makes it where it'll fill a little bit better. So anyway, I will bring you back in a few minutes. Again, this is it all masked out. I think I've got most of it masked. Hopefully I don't wind up with blue all over the red or all over the white somewhere else. But it looks good right now. So I'll bring you back as soon as we're ready to strip off the masking paper from once the blue is done. And then I'm not sure, but I may have to very finely cut around each one of these stars with my X-Acto, with my blade, before I peel it up, just to make sure it has a smooth edge. I won't know until I try it, so we'll see what happens after I get the paint on. Okay, I'll bring you back in a few. Welcome back. So it's really an odd weather day today in California, Northern California, and we're actually having, the date today is July 13th, and we're actually having drizzly rain, and we're having a little bit of wind, but mostly overcast and hot. Definitely in the mid 90s, even though it was overcast and raining. But anyway, the blue's on, and I pulled the masking paper off, and I haven't taken the stars off yet, because I'm kind of scared to take them off, because I figure I might screw it up at this point. But anyway, so here is again, the great reveal. And man, if we aren't starting to look like the Dimebag Darrell kit, I don't know. Again, this is just it's hella cool. And again, when I get the stars off, hopefully, like I said, I can just peel them off. And I'm going to leave the camera rolling here, and I'm going to try to see if I can take one of these off, or if I'm going to have to cut around it or not. Before I even do this, though, I need to get my magnifying visor, because these old eyes ain't so good, and I could screw this paint up with this little knife so easily. So again, I'll bring you back, let's say after I get the stars off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, like I said, put my visor on, and then I'm going to attempt to just peel these off and not leave a bunch of rough edges around them. If that happens on the first one, I'll cut around each one of these stars very lightly, not to cut too much through, just to break the seal from the blue, and then we'll take them off like that. Okay, I'll bring you back as soon as I get these stars off here, and we'll see the Dimebag Darrell Great Southern Trendkillers Replica in action. Okay, see you in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to come back to you again now, one more time, with the picture. I'll put it up there, but I'll also show it what it looks like that we're trying to replicate. And even though I can't remember artistic liberties, I'm going to take a few more artistic liberties here, like I said, in the placement of these stars. And I have now sprayed the blue, as you saw, and now I have peeled off all the stickers of the stars so that the white stars show underneath. There's a couple little bitty nicks where the knife got it in the white, so I'll have to touch up a teeny bit of the white before I start shooting the clear. But for the great reveal, here we go. Look at that. Oh my God, it's the Dimebag Darrell Great Southern Trendkillers Replica. We have the stars and the bars. It looks so damn cool. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe it worked, but it did. So I printed out little stickers for the stars and painted the blue. I mean, before I taped, put them over the white after I painted the whole white, and I taped off the edges of the blue that's going to be white, because that was all white before. And I'll show you a little picture. Now here it was when it was red. Then we added the white. Then finally we masked off the white and the stars. And then we sprayed the blue. We pulled off the tape and pulled off the star stickers, and son of a gun, we've got the Dimebag Darrell Great Southern Trendkillers Replica. And it's got the inlays are actually mother of pearl stars, just like the original. Everything is looking so good. So next steps, I got to let this dry up a lot because I got all on it. And the other thing is that at this point, when I go to shoot the clear, I have uneven layers of paint. I've got stars that are setting below the blue. I've got the white stripes that are setting below the blue, but the white's setting above the red. So that means I have to get some clear on there and do quite a few clear coats before I start actually cutting it back, so that I don't wind up cutting through the blue or cutting through the red and it leaves our rebel flag alone. Again, I just, what can I say? Holy shit, I did this. Did I expect to be able to do this? Holy shit, I thought it was going to be a disaster, and I thought it was going to be fun to film the disaster. But this really looks, this looks gosh darn cool. Again, it's okay. Supplemental. I laughed my ass off. It looks so great with the stars until you get right up here to this corner, and does somebody look like they're a little crooked? You know what? I can fix it if I want to sand it back there and redo the white and mask out the blue again and move the star over. Or I could just say, this is my Dimebag Darrell kit and I'm gonna leave it like it is, because to me it's still, it looks fucking awesome. Alrighty. It's now ready for clear coats. The next thing I'm gonna do is, while this is drying, is I'm gonna go ahead and mask up the headstock, and so I can get the black stripe around the headstock. And once that black stripe's around there, then it'll be ready for clear coating as well. This is fantastic. Again, I'm gonna do another little quick, here's what the kit looked like when we got it. Here's what it looks like today. So again, hope you like what we're doing. I sure do now. Once again, this is no budget DIY. If you like what we're doing, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Next steps, clear coating, sanding back, clear coating, sanding back, getting the headstock, get the logos on there, get the Great Southern Trendkillers here on the front horn there. So that way when the time comes, I can look just like Darrell playing his. Anyway, it's all fun. Again, I hope you're enjoying this. This is the most complex and intense thing I've ever done on a guitar body. So it was a challenge. The fretboard was a challenge. I'd never cut out inlays with my CNC machine. I did that. I'll be doing that also on the Explorer kit, the silver and black burst, silver burst Explorer that did the unboxing on. I also have trapezoid inlays for that instead of the dots, so we'll be cutting those out on the CNC once that build starts. Okay, time to let the paint dry, and I will catch up with you guys later. This actually should be a part 8 or part 8B or supplemental, but we'll call it part 9. And once I get it edited, we'll get it on YouTube, and everybody can hopefully enjoy seeing the fruit of our labors. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. This is No Budget DIY.